And I'm back with another show-off video for one of the books that I have in my collection. Today's video is Dying of Politeness, written by Geena Davis, who you'll know from Thelma and Louise. Most recently, I knew her from rewatching Beetlejuice, which is a film I hadn't seen for quite a while. This is a signed edition, which I picked up from Waterstones. It's currently out of stock on Waterstones, so happy hunting to try and get that one. This cost me £20. £20 for a book that is signed by Geena Davis. That is not bad at all. This book was published in 2022, so it was a couple of years old. There's the font size, so that's pretty good. And we have one section of photographs in the middle of the book, and obviously it's a memoir of Geena Davis. So we will learn far more about Geena Davis in this book than we do on her on-screen appearances. I'm familiar with Geena Davis's acting work, not too familiar with her life, but apparently this memoir has got a lot of humor in it, so that's a good thing. A lot of biographies can be quite grim, so it's nice to read one that has got a bit of humor. But what does Geena Davis's signature look like? We want to know. Let's have a look. Now this is like an index card sticker that was signed, so it's not the actual book, which isn't as cool as having the actual book signed. But I still have Geena Davis's signature for the bargain price of £20. Obviously, my personal preference is that the actual book is signed, because you know, if the book is signed, you know that this particular thing was in their hands and they signed it, and it just makes it a little bit cooler. Obviously, the fact that it's an index card that's been signed, that could have been signed, a whole roll of those could have been signed anywhere, and then some wonderful staff member at Waterstones has got the task of sticking them inside all the books that are untouched by Geena Davis. So not as cool as a signed book. That's one of the things with signed books that you're buying online. Obviously, you don't know how the signature has been done. Yes, they are all genuine, otherwise Waterstones would get into massive trouble by selling fakey signatures. But you don't know whether it's going to be a sticker that's gone in or whether it's the actual book that has been handed to the person and signed. So it's a little bit of a gamble that you do take. But to be fair, if you bought the book without a signature, it probably cost you that price anyway, unless you got a second-hand copy. So it's worth a gamble. Out of all the signed books that I've got so far, I think I've only had a couple that have been the index cards. I think the Alec Guinness one, if I remember rightly enough, Better in Disguise, I think that was also an index sticker that was done. But generally, the signatures are on the books themselves. So this book is, let me get a page count, it's a 304-page book going through Geena Davis's life. So it's a good read. It's not as big as some books, but it's far bigger than others. So if you're a fan of Geena Davis, I would recommend you pick this one up. And underneath the dust cover, just to check, keep forgetting to check, we have I got some dust for some reason. I don't know. I need to work out where to store these things a little bit better. They're a little bit dusty, but we do get the red book with the white font. So enjoy. Bye-bye.